Hello, everyone. Welcome to another free class with me, Patricia from Ivy League English. I hope you guys are having a great day, or maybe it's night where you are. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. So today, excuse me, today we have a really interesting class. Before we get to our class, we're going to do a couple of things. Now, if you've been to this class before, you know how we start every class with introductions. So I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself to me in the comments, okay? I'm going to ask you to tell me 3 things, and I'll type them in the comments so that you can see them. My first question is, what's your name? It would be really helpful if you tell me your name so that I can talk directly to you when I'm giving you corrections. The second thing I'd like you to tell me is, what country are you from? I'm always curious to know where you guys are. And my third question for you today is, what were you doing just before you came to class today? What were you doing just before you came to class today? Okay, so those are the 3 questions I'd like you to answer when you get to class. And you guys, while you're typing in your answers, I'll introduce myself. So, my name is Patricia. Most of you guys know that. And I live in the United States. Some of you maybe didn't know that. And I actually live in the state of Connecticut. Now, what was I doing just before class? Before class, I was actually surfing the internet. I was surfing the internet. Now, I don't know if you guys know what that means. So if you don't know what that means, I want you to ask, okay? So if you don't know what that means and you want me to explain, type your question in the comments and I'll answer. I'll explain a little bit more. But if you guys know what it means, I don't want to waste time explaining it. Assad, hello, how are you? Good to see you, Assad. Let's see. Oh, before class, you were on your cell phone. That's very common. All right. Now, I know there are other people here besides Assad. Make sure you introduce yourself so I know who's in class, okay? Now, while you guys are getting ready, getting into class, putting in your introductions, I'm going to put in a little bit of information about some announcements that I have, okay? So, my announcements, quickly. First of all, free classes happen all the time. This is not the only free class that I teach. So, if you want more information about the free classes, remember, all of that information is on this Facebook page in the section called Events. If you want to know when the free classes are, all you need to do is go to Events. Here's another thing you should remember. If you like the Facebook page, every time I plan a new class, you get a message on Facebook. So you'll know about all the new classes that I plan if you like the Facebook page. All right, guys? So make sure that you do that if you want to know when all of my free classes are. Second announcement. Some of you might not know that I have an English club. Okay, so an English club, Assad, surfing the net, that's the best word. You like that phrase? It's very common in English. So my English club is for students who want more help with their English. I send these students all kinds of resources to help them study. Videos that they can watch, articles that they can read, other activities, plus you'll always know about my free classes if you're in my English club. So for my English club, you just have to go to my website and join the club. And I put that information in the comments just now. Now, the very last announcement that I'll make is that I know some students are looking for other types of classes, maybe small group classes or private classes. Now, I teach small group classes and private classes too. And if you want to improve your speaking skills, that's definitely something that can help you with that. These live classes are great and you can learn a lot, but you can't talk to me. I can't help you with pronunciation, and you don't really get to practice your speaking skills. So if that's something that you want to practice, You need a class that's for that. So my conversation skills classes are a great way to improve your speaking skills. So I put some information in the comments about that as well. And if you're looking for that information, you can go ahead and visit my website when you have some time. All right, so now we're going to get class started. I want to see who's in class today. Let's see. I saw Assad. Abner, hello. You made it today. You missed my class last night, but that's okay. I forgive you. But I'm glad to see that you made it today. Let's see who else is here. Assad. Oh, Assad, you're from Pakistan. Very nice. And by profession, you're a teacher. And let's see. Oh, you enjoy my classes? Thank you, Assad. I appreciate that. And Floor. Hello, Floor. It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. So it's good to see you again. And let's see who else is here. Yes, Abner, you're back. I'm glad to see that you're back. All right, guys. So we're going to get started with class. Now, let's start with something very simple, the rhyming game. Okay, now you guys know we do the rhyming game because it helps you to understand English pronunciation a little bit better. So rhyming, in case you're not sure what that is, when two words rhyme, it means that they end with the same sound. I'll give you an example. If I said the word green, like the color green, and I wanted a word. If I wanted a word that rhymed with green, I might say clean. Green and clean, those words rhyme because they both end with "een." Okay? So now we're going to practice rhyming with a different word. Okay? And remember that the words don't have to be spelled the same way at the end. You might see different letters, but they might still sound the same. All right? So the word that I want you guys, oh wait, I don't want to give the word yet. Let me see who else is in class. Oh, Dr. Hesham, hello. It's good to see you again. Thanks for coming to class today. Oh, you're looking forward to participating? Awesome, because I love when students participate. That makes class so much more fun. And let's see who else is here. Oh, that was Abner who said that. Abner is looking forward to participating in class. Awesome, Abner. You always participate in class. And Dr. Hesham, you were watching TV before you came to class. Very nice. All right, so now let's see the rhyming game. The word that I want you guys to rhyme with today is, I'll type it in, care. Care. I want you to think of words that rhyme with care. All right? So this is your first big opportunity to participate in class. Get your fingers ready. You need to be typing. What is a word that rhymes with care? I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time. I know you got to think, and then you got to type. So I'll give you at least 10 seconds. I know you need some time. Care. Oh, Assad, so you were thinking of the word green. Yes, you're right, Assad. Seen also rhymes with green, like clean. And Dr. Hesham said bean. Very good. So you guys understand how rhyming works. But now I want you to rhyme with the word care. What words rhyme with the word care? Let's see who else is here. Oh, Hussein. Hello, Hussein. I don't know if I've seen you in class before. Is this your first class? Let me know. And let's see, Hassar. Hello, Hassar. It's good to see you. Who else is here? Oh, Assad. All right, Assad, I see that you have some answers. So we're rhyming with the word care. And Assad suggested the word hair. Very good, Assad. Hair rhymes with care. Now, Assad, I'm going to ask you a question. There are actually two ways to spell the word hair. Did you know that? I wonder if you know the other way. I bet you do if you think about it. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Hussein. Oh, Hussein, you want to join the club? You need to go to my website to join the club, okay? It's in the comments. I posted the link, so you can find that maybe at the end of class. All right, so Let's see. Assad, bear. Very good. Bear rhymes with care. Nice job. Near. Now this one, Assad, this one doesn't rhyme. Near, care. Those are two different sounds. So near and care do not rhyme. And this is why the rhyming game is really helpful for pronunciation, because you start to learn what words sound similarly or sound the same, and you'll learn which words actually don't sound the same. So when you pronounce them, you need to make sure that they don't sound the same. So near does not rhyme, but that was a good guess, all right? Bear, Dr. Hesham, bear absolutely rhymes with care. Good job. Now, Dr. Hesham, there are two ways to spell bear. Do you know the other way? I bet if you think about it, you can figure it out. Put it in the comments if you figure it out. Dear, Assad, that's another one that does not rhyme with care. Dear rhymes with near, but not care. That's a different sound. All right, so good job, Assad. Good try. What else do we have? Tanya, hello. Welcome to class. It's good to see you here. And Tanya, just so you know, we're doing the rhyming game. We're rhyming with the word care. All right. Assad, bear. Yes, you got the other spelling of bear. So you can spell bear, B-A-R-E, and that means naked. Now, if you spell bear, B-E-A-R, that's the big scary animal, bear. All right, so there are two ways to spell the word bear in English, and they mean two different things. All right, we have a lot of suggestions today. Who is this? Boteng. I hope I said your name correctly. You have a good one. Chair. Chair rhymes with care. Great job. And they don't use the same letters. Chair ends with A-I-R, but care ends with A-R-E, but they still rhyme. Nice job. Let's see. Patricia, hello. I think this is the first time I've had a Patricia in my class. My name is also Patricia. Welcome to class. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh my goodness, so many. All right, let's see. Assad, where? Yes, where rhymes with care. Boteng, flare and pear. Awesome, you guys are on fire today. I love it. Abner, hair. Yes, that is the other spelling of the word hair. So hair, H-A-I-R, is this. This is hair. Now, H-A-R-E is an animal. It's an animal that looks a lot like a rabbit. So a hare, H-A-R-E, is an animal. Good job. All right, guys, let's see. What else do we have? Assad, H-E-A-R. That word is hear. Hear, what you do with your ears, you hear, and care do not rhyme. Those are two different sounds. Hear rhymes with dear and near, but not care. All right, guys. Cesar. Hello, Cesar. I didn't even see you. Cesar, there rhymes with care. Awesome. And let me see. I don't want to miss any. Assad, dare. Dare rhymes with care. Abner, chair, fair, share. All correct. And someone new is here. Oh, Dr. Hesham, mare. Excellent. That rhymes with care. Now, this name, I really don't know how to pronounce. Chiaokun. I know that's not right. I'm so sorry. But it's your first time in class. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Abner, pear. Absolutely rhymes with care. Tanya, hair rhymes with care. Boteng, layer. That one is a tricky one. Layer does not rhyme with care. It's pronounced a little bit differently. That word that you typed in, layer, is like a place where someone lives, like your castle or your home. That's your lair. It's actually pronounced a little bit differently than care. So you know what? I might make a video just to explain that a little bit more. That one doesn't rhyme, but glare, hair, and spare definitely rhyme. Now, tear, T-A-R-E, I've never seen that word in English. That might be a word that's not very common, or you might be thinking of the word T-E-A-R, tear, as in I can take this piece of paper and tear it. So tear is spelled T-E-A-R, and that rhymes with care. Absolutely. All right. I'm going to end the rhyming game here because you guys are thinking of so many words and we have other things that we have to get to today. But the last ones are here. Now, Tanya, here and care. Those don't rhyme. Here has a different sound than care. Here rhymes with near or dear. Okay, that's a different sound. And let's see. Where, absolutely, Abner. Where rhymes. Manzoor, tear rhymes. And spare rhymes. Abner, stare, very good. And flare, awesome. All right, guys, that was awesome. You guys did great with the rhyming game. I feel like the first time we played this game, a lot of people had trouble with it. But now I think you guys are getting much better. I'm impressed. So now that we've done the rhyming game, it's time to get to the rest of our class. So before we get to the actual class, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor, okay? If you like having free English classes, if you enjoy these classes, if they're helpful, please give this video a thumbs up or a heart, a smiley face, whatever you want. But please give this video some love. That helps other students to find these free classes. And I want lots of students to be able to learn from these free classes. So please give this video a thumbs up. All right, guys? Now, the rest of our class, the first thing that I want to ask you guys is, do you have any questions about English? Before we talk about the things that I have planned for class, I want to see if you guys have any particular questions about English that you want to talk about in this class, okay? And hopefully it's something that I can answer pretty quickly. Now, if it's not, I can still help you by putting things on the Facebook page later this week to help you understand that topic, all right? So if you have any questions about English, definitely put those in the comments right now. And if you don't have any questions, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up while you're waiting, okay? Now, let me see. I don't want to miss any comments. Sahar, did I miss your answer? Hold on, let me look. Sahar. I'm not sure what your answer was, but Sahar, if you want to type it in again, I'll take a look at it, all right? Now, question, Tanya, you don't have to say sorry for making a mistake. You guys are students. You're supposed to make mistakes. Don't worry about those mistakes. That's just an opportunity for you to learn. You don't have to apologize, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, Assad, you have a question. What means of flare? Okay, first, we're going to work on that sentence. How you ask that question, we need to fix that a little bit, and then we'll talk about the word flare. So, what does the word flare mean? I'm going to ask the other students in the class first, because there might be someone in this class who knows what the word means. If someone in the class knows what that word flare means, I want you to type it in the comments, all right? Now, Assad, we're going to talk about the question and how you put that question together. What you want to say is, what does flare mean? Okay? That's how we form questions in English. What does flare mean? Okay? Now, let me see. Does anyone here know what flare means? I don't see anybody who knows what flare means. All right, so flare actually has more than one definition. Now, oh, shining, Mansoor. Okay, you're on the right track. Yes, flare is sort of related to shining. Now, the first thing I'll say is that a flare is sometimes, it's similar to a gun, okay? There's something called a flare gun. And a flare gun is something that you have if you're on a boat or a ship, and if something bad happens and you're stuck and you need to get help and you need someone's attention, you can use the flare gun to shoot a flare into the air, and the flare goes into the air, and then it makes a bright light in the sky so that people know that there is someone here who needs help. So that's one definition of the word flare. But the other definition is used to describe, usually it's used to describe a person. A lot of times you'll hear that person, a lot of times it's used with clothes. So that person's outfit has flair. That means that that person's outfit is fashionable, that it's really special. And how else would I describe it? Maybe it might be very fancy, but it definitely means fashionable or flashy or very decorated. Something is special about the way it looks. Okay, so that's another way that you can use the word flair. A person's outfit can have flair, or maybe you just think the person's personality has flair. Maybe you just think there's some kind of spark or light in their personality. You can say that person has flair. Okay, so I hope that helps you to understand a little bit. That's a great word. I'll put something on the Facebook page later this week so that we can use that word a little more and practice it. Okay, now let's see. I got some comments here. I don't want to miss any. So Mansoor, bright. Yes, that's a good way to describe it. If you shoot a flare from a gun, it makes a bright light in the sky. Or you can use it to describe someone's outfit or someone's personality. You think there's a certain brightness about their clothes or about their personality. Good job. Dr. Hesham, absolutely right. And let's see, Sahar, flare means a game of fire or a spot of fire. Yes, so like a flare from a flare gun, like I described. Absolutely. How often, how often do I do the live on Facebook? That's a good question. It's usually once a week. You can check events to find all that information. Okay? All right. Assad, yeah, it's kind of like a flame, but it's not actually fire. When you shoot a flare gun, what goes into the sky is, it doesn't actually make a fire, but it's a chemical. I don't know what it is exactly, but it makes a bright light. It's almost like fireworks. It's like fireworks. So you know how fireworks is not actual fire, but it makes a bright, colorful light in the sky. A flare is the same way, except it just makes one single bright light. It's not like fireworks where there are lots of bright lights all over the sky. It's a little bit different. But yes, you guys are on the right track. So now, oh, Fredis, hello. Nice to see you. I think this might be your first time in class. Let me know if it's your first time. All right, guys. So I don't see any other English questions. So that means we're going to talk about what I had planned for today. And let me see. I need to practice English every day. Yes, you guys should all practice English every day. I hope you practice every day. That's the best way to improve. All right, so the word that I want to talk about right now is something that we started to talk about on the Facebook page just this week. An adjective. And that's the first thing that I think surprised a lot of people. A lot of people think that this word is a verb because it ends with ed. But it's not always a verb. It's also an adjective. It depends on how you use it. So the word we're going to talk about right now is interested. Interested. And I just put that into the comments. Fredis, it's nice to meet you too. I'm glad you found this class. So this word, interested, I wanted to talk about it today because I noticed when I posted something on the Facebook page this week, there were actually a lot of mistakes with this word, and I was a little bit surprised. So I thought it would be a good idea for us to talk about it to make sure everyone understands how to use this word. And the most important thing I want to talk about is the right preposition to use with the word interested. All right, so guys, get your fingers ready. I'm going to ask you to type right now, okay? Oh, Tanya, you already did it. So I want you to write a sentence using the word interested. Interested. Okay, so I'll give you guys some time. I'll talk about something else for a little while and I'll let you guys think and you guys can type in your sentences. I want you to type in a sentence using the word interested. Okay, now Tanya, let's talk about your sentence. Your sentence is, the book is very interested. Now, here's the first thing you need to remember about the word interested. Interested is a word that describes how you feel, okay? So interested can only be used to describe a person or maybe an animal. It has to be something that has feelings, emotions. A book does not have emotions. A book cannot be interested. All right, Tanya? So I want you to think about how you can use the word interested. And just to help you with the sentence that you did type in that sentence, you should use the word interesting. That's a sentence where you need to use the word interesting, ing at the end. Okay, Tanya? But now let's try to make some sentences using the word interested with an ed at the end. And remember, it's not a verb, it's an adjective. We want to use the word as an adjective right now. Okay, everyone? So do your best. If you make a mistake, that's okay. Don't worry about making mistakes. Guess what? I don't give grades in this class, okay? Nobody is gonna fail this class. This class is just to help you guys get better. So go ahead and make mistakes. That's how you learn. All right, guys? So let me see what we have here. Arvind, I am interested in joining your live classes regularly. Arvind, that's a great idea. Now, let's talk about your sentence. I am interested in joining your live classes regularly. Now, that is a great sentence using the word interested, okay? You used the right preposition. Great job, Arvind. Now, let's see what other sentences we have. I had always been interested in history. That's from Botang. I had always been interested in history. Fantastic. That's exactly the way you want to use it. And in is the preposition that you want to use. Very good. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Oh, Matos. Matos, hello. Welcome to class. Matos, just so you know, we're writing sentences using the word interested. Okay, using the word interested as an adjective. All right, so let's see, what else do we have? Mansoor, I am interested to have a dinner with you right now. Now this, Mansoor, is what you need to be careful of. When you use the word interested, the preposition after it should not be to. I noticed that a lot of students say that or type that. I am interested to have dinner with you. That's not the right preposition, okay? And that's a common mistake. So don't feel bad. I've heard this from a lot of students. Mansoor, here's what you want to say. Actually, no, Mansoor, I'm not going to tell you what to say. I want you to try to fix that sentence first, okay? So remember, you want to use the preposition in after interested. Interested in, okay? So Mansoor, good try. I want you to try again using the preposition in instead of to, okay? Let's see, what else do we have? Dr. Hesham, I'm interested in reading stories. Fantastic. I'm interested in reading stories. That's a great way to use the word interested. Very good grammar. Let's see, what else? Sahar, I'm interested in your lesson. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm interested in your lesson. That's perfect. Interested in. Very good. Matos. Oh, you're from Brazil. Awesome. Let's see. Tanya, okay, you understand. Good. Abner, she's really interested in going to the lake. Very nice. Interested in going to the lake. So one thing that you guys will start to notice is that when you use interested in, if you have a verb that comes after interested in, what form does that verb have to be? It needs to be the gerund. That means it needs to end with ing. I am interested in going to the lake. That's perfect. Good job, Abner. Let's see. Assad, I'm interested in Gloria. Yeah, maybe if you're interested in a person, you could say that too. That's a great way to use the word interested. Let's see. What else? What else? Oh, this one is from Kun. I hope that's close. Very interested with your English class today. Okay, again, look at your preposition. With is not the preposition that we use with interested. We use in with interested. If you use the word in with interested, it's going to be right 99% of the time. Okay, so who is that? Oh, Chokun. I want you to try to type that sentence again, but use the preposition in. That's what we use with interested. All right. So it's followed by gerund. Oh, Abner. Yes. Interested in, if there's a verb after it, is followed by the gerund. That's the verb that ends with ing. Absolutely, Abner. All right, Sahar, your lesson is so interesting. Yes, that's a different word. That's not the word I asked you to use, but your sentence is correct. Good job, Sahar. Arvind, I'm interested in visiting historical places. That's perfect. I'm interested in visiting. Perfect. Good job. Boteng, seeking views from all interested parties. That's another way to use the word interested. And in that sentence, you don't need a preposition. Very nice. I like that you brought that up. Good job. Cesar, I was interested in that house. Excellent. Tanya, I have many interested in your class and your page of Facebook. All right. Tanya, you're close. I think what you want to say is, I am very interested in your class and your page on Facebook. Okay? I am very interested in your class and your page on Facebook. We usually say on Facebook. All right? So Tanya, that was a good try. You were close. If you keep practicing, you'll get the hang of it. Okay? Boteng, my first name. Oh, your name is Oscar. I've been calling you by your last name. Thank you for correcting me, Oscar. All right. Abner, in about. So that's a good question. Interested in or interested about. Do we ever say interested about? No. Native speakers don't say interested about. I have never heard a native speaker say that. Okay? So interested about is not something we say in English. Interested to, you might hear every once in a while, but it is very rare. And it's not something I would suggest that you guys use, because if you use the word in, it's always right. Even if there are a couple of cases where you could use to instead of in, you can still use in. It's just that you have two options in a few cases, but a lot of the times in is the only word that you should use. So that's why I'm suggesting to you guys to just use the word in. It will make your life easier and you'll be right more often. Okay? So Abner, I hope that answers your question, but if you still have questions, let me know. Let's see. Mansoor, I was interested to accompany you while leaving for London. So again, I wouldn't use the word to in that sentence. Okay, Mansoor? In is the preposition that you want to use. For that sentence, I will help you out a little bit. What I would say is, I was interested in accompanying you while traveling to London. That's what I would say. Interested in. 99% of the times, that's what you need to say. Okay? All right, let's see. Luis, I'm interested in improving my English skills. Perfect, Luis. Dr. Hesham, I'm interested in going to my interesting work. Okay, very good. You used interested and interesting in the same sentence. But yes, I'm interested in going. That's perfect. Assad, can I use the preposition interested with? Another good question. And I'm sorry, Assad, but the answer is no. Native speakers don't say interested with. I have never heard a native speaker say that. Not in the United States. Now, there might be other countries. Remember, there might be other countries like maybe Australia or New Zealand or other countries where they speak English, and they might use that word a little bit differently. But in the United States, never. We don't say interested with. Okay? But that's a good question. Let's see. Saim, I am interested to watch your class. Again, interested to, not the right preposition. Interested in. Okay? And when you say interested in, the verb that comes after it has to end with ing. All right? So, Saim, I want you to try to type that sentence in again and make those corrections. Mona, hello. Good to see you. All right, Matos, teacher, your class is very good. Thank you, Matos. I appreciate it. Guess what, Matos? I've been teaching for a really long time, so I should be pretty good at it by now. I'm maybe not the best teacher in the world, but I am pretty darn good. I've been practicing for more than 10 years. That's how long I've been teaching. Thank you, Matos. All right, let's see. What else do we have? We all should be interested in doing our best every single day. Awesome, Abner. I love that sentence. That was perfect. Interested in doing. That's exactly how we need to use it. Let's see. A lot of places in my country, Thailand, are very interested. All right, so let's talk about this sentence. This is from Chokun, and this is, again, where students get confused sometimes. So the word interested describes how you feel. So you can only use the word interested to describe a living thing, a person, or maybe an animal. Okay, so to say that the places in your country are very interested, you can't say that because places don't have feelings. They don't feel anything. They're not alive. All right. So in that sentence, Chokun, what you want to say is a lot of places, and remember to say places because you said a lot of places in my country are, you need a verb, very interesting. Interesting. That's the adjective that you can use to describe a place. Okay. Interested is only for living things. All right. That's another tricky thing about this adjective, interested. So I'm glad we're practicing this. All right, Matos, I want to learn English. Guess what, Matos? You're in the right place. Mary, I'm interested in reading interesting books. Okay, so we have another sentence that has interested to describe a person and interesting to describe a thing, a book. That was awesome, Mary. I'm interested in reading. Perfect. Interesting books. Very nice. Abner, my personal interest is oh no, you got lots of lots of adjectives in this one, Abner. My personal interest, it's being interested in speaking my English much more interesting. Okay, that one has a little bit too many interesting adjectives in there, Abner. What I would say is my personal interest is, you don't need to say it is, but you do need to say is. My personal interest is in being, you know what? That's too many words. There's too many different forms of the same word in that sentence. Abner, I'm going to ask you to try that sentence again. And just use one adjective, interested, or if you want to use interesting, you can use that too. Or if you want to use the word interest, you can use that also. But pick one before you try to put all three in the same sentence, okay? Assad, he is interested with the game of cricket. Interested with. Americans don't say that, Assad. I'm sorry. Maybe they say that somewhere else. Maybe in Great Britain it's common, but in the United States, we say he is interested in the game of cricket, or he is interested in cricket. We always say interested in the United States. Why? I don't know, but that's how we speak. All right, so Assad, I hope that answers your question. Habib, hello. Nice to see you, Habib. Welcome to class. Arvind, interested is an adjective we can use both attributively and predictively, like most adjectives. Am I right? Okay, so wait, whose comment was that? Arvind. First of all, I want you to use some simpler words, okay? Because in this class, there might be some people who don't understand the words that you're using. And remember, communication is about making other people understand what you're thinking or what you're feeling. Now, if you want people to understand you and you're not sure if they understand those advanced words, you need to use simpler words, okay? So I'm going to challenge you, Arvind. I want you to write that. I want you to say what you're trying to say, but use simpler language, okay? All right, Arvind. Now, Tanya, I'm sure you're the best teacher in the world for your teaching. You give us knowledge and your time. Oh, you're welcome. And thank you very much, Tanya. I appreciate the compliment. And I love that you guys come to class and appreciate the time that I put into this, because it does take a lot of time to do this. Mona, I'm interested in joining your English club. How can I join? That was perfect. You made a sentence with the word that I asked you to, and you're getting some information that you need. So, Mona, if you want to join my English club, all you need to do is go to my website. I put it in the comments. It was one of the first comments that I posted. I'll also post it again at the end of class, which will be in about 5 minutes, okay? But you can go to my website and you can join my English club there. Assad, okay, glad that helps. And Mona, how can you join? Like I said, just go to the website and it's right on that first page. So, interested, that one, I noticed a lot of different questions came up. So I hope you guys feel like you understand how to use the word interested a little bit better, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you guys again to do me a favor. I'm only asking again because there might be some people here now who were not here at the beginning of class, and I see some people already doing it. Please, if this video is helpful, if you like having free English classes, please give this video a thumbs up. That really helps other students to find these classes. All right, I'm extremely interested in speaking English the way you do, Patricia. All right, Abner, that was much better, much clearer. I understand exactly what you're trying to say now. Perfect. Good job, Abner. All right, so we've talked about interested. And you guys should definitely practice using that word when you speak, when you write. And remember, when you use the word interested, the preposition that we use in the United States is in. We're interested in something. And if the thing that you're interested in is a verb, if there's a verb after interested in, that verb needs to end in ing. All right? So now that we've talked about that, I am going to, let's see. Do we have time? All right, we have time for one more activity. Let's try this. We're going to talk a little bit about emotions and how to describe our emotions, okay? This is something that we practiced in the YouTube live class last night. And I have one situation that I didn't get to talk about in that class. We ran out of time, so we'll try it today. So here's what we're going to do for this activity. I'm going to describe a situation. You're going to imagine that you are in this situation. And I want you to think about how you would feel in this situation. And then I'm going to ask you to type a sentence or a few sentences to describe how you would feel. Now, here are the rules. When you describe how you feel, you cannot use the word happy or sad or good or bad, okay? Those 4 basic words you are not allowed to use, okay? We're going to use some more advanced vocabulary to talk about how we feel. So, here's the situation. I want you to imagine that you had to take a long trip on a plane, okay? So you pack your bags, you leave your house, you go to the airport, and guess what? Your plane is late. So when you get to the airport, you have to wait for hours and hours. Finally, you get on the plane, you take a long flight, and you land in the United States. Let's say it's the United States. Now you land in the United States and you go to your hotel. When you get to the hotel, you go to the front desk and you tell them that you'd like your room. And the man or the woman at the desk says to you, "I'm so sorry, but your room is not ready yet. you're going to have to wait 4 more hours for your room to be ready. Okay? So you just took a long flight. Your plane was late. And then you get to the hotel and your room is not ready. They want you to wait another 4 hours before you can go into your room. Now, my question is, in that situation, how would you feel? How would you feel in that situation? And remember, you cannot use the word happy, you cannot use sad, you cannot use good, and you cannot use bad. So how would you feel in that situation? And there might be a lot of different things that you are feeling. It might not be one feeling, it might be lots of different feelings. So try to think of some words to describe how you might feel in a situation like that. All right? So I'll give you a few seconds. You guys can type, think first, then type, but think of some words to describe how you might feel in that situation. Let's see, someone just joined our class. Jono, I hope I said that correctly. Jono, hello, welcome to class. All right, now I hope you guys are thinking and typing. Okay, how would you feel in that situation? You went to the airport and your plane was late. You had to wait for hours just to get on your plane. Then you had to take a really long flight to get to the United States. When you land, you go to the hotel and they tell you your room is not ready. You have to wait 4 more hours before you can go to your room and relax. How would you feel in a situation like that? What are some words that you can describe? What are some words that you can use to describe how you would feel? Okay, so Cesar says, I would be crazy. I would be crazy in that situation. So crazy, tell me what you mean, Cesar, because the word crazy means like something is wrong with your brain. Crazy means something is wrong with you up here. Tell me what you really mean. I don't think crazy is the word that you really want to use, Cesar. Try to explain a little bit more. Let's see, what else do we have? Assad, disturbed. You know what? That's a good one. The word disturbed means bothered, right? So yeah, that would bother you. You might feel disturbed. That's a good one. All right, Dr. Hesham. Tired, of course, after all that traveling and waiting and traveling. Yes, you would definitely be tired. And also annoyed. That's a good one. Annoyed is that feeling when something is bothering you, right? Annoyed means you're really bothered by something. So good job. Here's a question for you, Dr. Hesham. What is another word for tired? What is a word that means very tired? Think about that. There's a common word that we use in English that means very tired. All right, Assad, bored. Mood off. Mood off. Oh, meaning your mood is off. Okay, I understand now. Bore, first of all, bore is a verb, okay? So what we want is words to describe how we feel. We need adjectives for that, okay? So the word that you would use, Assad, is bored with a D at the end. How were you feeling? Oh, I was feeling bored, okay? But let's talk about that, what that word bored means, okay? And I see your other comment, boring. Boring is not the word that you want to use. Bored is the word that describes how you feel, okay? Boring doesn't describe how you feel, all right? So now, bored means like, this is not interesting. That's what bored means. So bored, I don't think is the right word, because bored is a word that describes if you're interested in something or if you're not interested in something, okay? If I'm reading a book and it's not very interesting, I'm bored because it's not interesting. But that doesn't really describe how you would feel in a situation like this, okay? Mood off. Now that one I think is better. Your mood would definitely be off, meaning you're in a bad mood. Absolutely. Mary, I would feel exhausted. Yes, that's the word that I was asking Dr. Hesham about. So a word in English that we use, it's very common. It means very tired, extremely tired, exhausted. Excellent, Mary. Good job. Arvind, I was bored when I was kept waiting for another 4 hours until the room was really ready for me. Okay, all right. Arvind, I understand. So you're not talking about how you would feel after all of those things happened. You're just talking about how you would feel if you had to wait for 4 hours. Yes. Okay. In that case, you're right. Waiting for 4 hours when you have nothing to do, that might make you feel bored. Good job. Chokum, oh yes, this is another good one. Disappointed. That's perfect. Okay. So your sentence we need to correct a little bit. I would, because this is not a real situation, you want to say would. I would feel very disappointed. That's perfect. Good job. Tanya also had the same idea. Disappointment. Yes. So disappointment is what we call that feeling when you feel disappointed. That's called disappointment. So yes, and the service of the hotel is not very good if your room isn't ready. So I agree with you. I would be disappointed in. That's another adjective that we use, just like interested in. We say disappointed in. Okay. Now, you can sometimes say disappointed with. That's also common. You can't say interested with, but you can say disappointed with. So you can say, I would be disappointed with or disappointed in the service of the hotel, and I would never come back there for a room. You know what? I agree with you, Tanya. I probably wouldn't go back to that hotel either. Assad, lonely. Now, that could be true. I didn't actually say that you were traveling alone, but if you're traveling all by yourself and you're traveling all day all by yourself, yeah, you might feel lonely. So that's a good one. Also, if you're in a new place where you don't know anyone, you might feel lonely. Awesome. Good job, Assad. And yeah, oh, Yadalise, hello. I didn't even realize you were in class. Desperated. Okay, you're close. The word that you want to use is desperate. You would feel desperate. Desperate means that you really, really, really want something, but you just can't get it. So you really, really want to go to your room and rest, but you just can't get it because the room is not ready. You have to wait. So desperate is a good one. Angry, yeah, that's another one. I would be angry if your room is supposed to be ready and it's not ready. I would feel a little angry. So very good. Abner, if that happened to me, I would feel really angry. Absolutely. Really angry is a good one. Now, what is another word that means really angry? Abner, that's a question for you. And Yadalise, that's a question for you too. What is another word that means really angry? Cesar, well, crazy I use like angry. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Now, in English, I think you should be careful with that because people might misunderstand you. Okay, like when I first read it, I didn't really understand what you meant. Okay, now you could say I would be crazy angry. That's actually a slang word. Crazy can sometimes be used as a slang word to mean very. Okay, so you could say I would be crazy angry. You could say that. But I understand what you mean, Cesar. Just be careful with that in English, okay? All right. Oh, Situ, hello. Welcome to class. Okay, we're almost done with class, guys. Let's see. What are the last few comments? I would feel frustrated. Abner, that's another good one. Frustrated is a word that describes when you are trying to accomplish something and you just can't get it done. So you've been trying to just get to this room and relax, and it just isn't happening. That is frustrating. Exactly. So in that situation, you would feel frustrated. Very good. Let's see. Mary, exhausted. Absolutely. We talked about exhausted. That means very, very tired. Abner agrees, exhausted. Tanya, I'm boring for have to wait 4 hours. Okay, Tanya, now this is what we were talking about with interested and interesting. So bored and boring work the same way. Bored describes how you feel. Boring does not describe how you feel. Okay, so I would be bored if I had to wait for 4 hours. Bored with ED at the end. Okay, good job, Tanya. Manzoor, this is one that I haven't heard in a little while. Fatigued. Fatigued. So that's another word that means tired or exhausted. I would feel fatigued. Very nice, Manzoor. Good vocabulary word. Tanya, disappointed. Absolutely. That would make me feel disappointed too. Luis, I've been working all day. I'm exhausted. Exactly. That's how we use that word exhausted. I'm exhausted or I feel exhausted. Dr. Hesham, exhausted and fatigued are another meaning of tired. Exactly. Those words are synonyms. That means that those words mean pretty much the same thing. Yadalis, desperate. Absolutely. We talked about that. Assad, that explanation helps. Good. Tanya, disappointed. Oh, that was, I understand. You said mistake of finger. So what we usually say in English is that was a typo. All right, I'll teach you that word quickly. Typo. Typo means you were typing and you accidentally pressed the wrong letter. You accidentally typed the wrong word. So that was a typo. Okay, I understand. Yadalis, angry. Absolutely. Assad, annoyed, exhausted. Yes, annoyed and exhausted are more advanced words to describe how you would feel in this situation. Absolutely. Arvin, waiting for 4 hours in a hotel is annoying and bothersome for guys like me. I was bored to death by the way they treated me. Now, that is all grammatically correct. The one thing I would correct with that, Arvind, is that I wouldn't describe how you feel about the way you were treated as bored. Okay. Now, having to wait is bored, but the fact that they made you wait, that would make you feel annoyed, frustrated, angry, something like that. Okay. So waiting, that makes you feel bored. But what they did to you, what that person did to you, that would be annoying or frustrating, something like that. Okay. Now, oh, Abner, crappy. We talked about the word crappy last week, I think, right? So you would feel crappy. Sure. Crappy is a casual way of saying I would feel bad. Crappy means bad. Okay. Let's see. Angry. Okay, I'm going to try to say, I think their name is Ahmed. Ahmed? Angry. Absolutely. Angry is a good one. Tanya. Okay, I'm disappointed with the service at the hotel and you would never go back there. Absolutely. Okay? Assad. Abnormal. I'll be honest, I wouldn't use that word abnormal. Abnormal means not normal, unusual. I wouldn't use that word unusual or abnormal to describe how you feel. That's not a common word that's used to describe feelings in English, okay? That's a good try. I like that you made this suggestion, but it's just not that common in English. Let's see. Tanya, you're good. Amin, hello, welcome to class. And Tazul, hello, Patricia. I see you, although I'm in, you're in traffic. Please be careful, okay? Assad, perfect. I'm glad that helps you, Assad. All right, guys, we've come to the end of our class. Just like that, our class is over. I really want to thank you guys for coming to class today and for participating so much. You guys did an awesome job today. I'm really impressed. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Now, remember, when you use the word interested in, always say interested in. And if the word after that is a verb, make sure it ends with ing, okay? Now, Last announcements that I'm going to make. If you're looking for more free classes on this Facebook page, you need to go to events. All of the information about the free classes is right there, easy to find. Okay? If you're interested in joining my English club, I'll post that link again so that you guys can find it easily. If you want to join my English club, all you have to do is go to my website and you can join right from the first page. Okay, right from the home page, there's a place where you can join my club. And the last thing I'll remind you guys is that I also teach small group classes and private classes. So if you really are interested or have to improve your speaking skills, you should consider a class like that. Because these live classes, I can teach you guys a lot of things, but I can't hear your voice. I can't help you with pronunciation, and you can't practice speaking to me. So if those are things that you want to work on, you should definitely consider a conversation skills class. You can find that information on my website. I just posted the link again, and I have some new classes that are starting at the end of March and at the beginning of April. So you guys can look at the website, and if you have more questions, you can send me an email or send me a message right here on the Facebook page. All right, guys? So I'm done for today. If you guys have any last questions or comments, you can put them in. Not really questions because class is over. I can't answer any more questions today. But if you have any comments that you want to put in, that's fine. Now remember, please give this video a thumbs up. If this class helped you to learn a new word, helped you to learn a new grammar rule, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, share this video with other people. I know everybody out there knows other people who are trying to learn English or improve their English. Share this video with them. Help them out. Be a good friend. All right, guys? So I have to go for today. I've got some other classes to teach, but I hope you all have a very good day or a very good night. And I'll see you at the next free class. Bye, guys.